Hello, everybody! Welcome to the King of Tides, Hero Club's weekly Twitch stream show. My name is George Primavera. I will be your dungeon master this evening, and oh boy, are we excited for what we've got tonight. We've just got a little tiny, just a little squad with us today. We've just got 2 people of our normal 5 who are not going to be with us this evening, so we've got a little miniature adventure we're gonna run for our folks here. Probably still gonna play the full time. We'll see. All 3 people here are going to test me in different ways. I already know.
Oh no.
If you're just coming in, we are Hero Club. Our main thing that we do is we take our live recorded D&D sessions, we edit them down with sound effects and music. Is this crazy loud or are we okay?
No, you're fine.
Okay, great. My headphones are just incorrectly calibrated. I'm like, the sound effects and the music. What we do, we take our podcasts, D&D sessions that we record live around the table, edit them down with sound effects and music into anthology series that you can find on HeroClubPodcast.com or anywhere you listen to podcasts, or you can look at the About section on Twitch and you can click on anything you like and start listening. If you've heard us before, we play in a familiar setting to you. We play in the same setting as the Here There Be Monsters season. It's called the Emporia campaign setting. Here's a couple things you should know. Everybody is playing anthropomorphic animal characters. In terms of technology, we're like mid-18th century, height of piracy, a monarchy rules the tropical continent of Emporia. Magic has been made illegal and is punishable by death or worse. And there is the Church of Soul, who worship the sun as a body of celestial power that assists the crown in suppressing all things and people magical. Now we get to the fun part, where we get to meet our 3 PCs for the evening. Natasha Mercado, would you start us off, please? You're muted, you idiot.
Hi. I'm Natasha. I'm playing Zaza Chekel, who's a barbarian, hyena, freaking ancestral guardian, and I've never seen Skateboard Gabe before, so this is like blowing my mind.
Just so we're clear.
He gets a second swing from the top.
Just so we're clear. I had photos of Jackie I could use, but were they better than Skateboard Gabe? Absolutely not.
Skateboard Gabe is the best mystery unlockable character substitute that's ever existed.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, I have the picture I was going to use for Jackie on my computer, but it would have just been a disappointment. Sorry, Jackie.
Yeah,
It's unfortunate for Gabe that this picture is just the greatest option we could ever want to use.
Yeah, it's
Oh
true.
my
It's
God.
really fully perfect. Perfect. That was Natasha. Hannah Fagerbaki.
Hello, I'm Hannah. I play Cano, a level 11 Canadian Goose Paladin. The games are gone. I panicked. I saw them go left. I was like, where am I?
He's just too distracting for the stream.
That's true. It's very, very true. But I love that they was there. Oh my gosh. I'm panicking. I don't have a fun fact. My fun fact is I'm having a difficult time right now.
Yeah, I fucking feel you, bro. Dylan McCullum.
Hey everyone, I'm normal. I'm Dylan McCullum. I play fan favorite Nesbitt Bisbee. He is a level 11 Anteater Swarmkeeper Ranger, and it falls to me every single time to explain the best or worst part of our campaign setting. Because animals be people, bugs be animals. So if you hate George, get ready to fucking say it more, because he's just going to destroy your life. I was playing a video game, and bugs were in the video game, and they were in my ears, and I had a really big heart attack because I was like, oh my god, George is behind me, and he's just fucking scoring the video game.
Cockroach blanket. Oh yeah, get all
Honestly, I don't even
roaches.
I don't even have the energy anymore. It's just awful.
Okay, let's hop back in. All right, the energy is wild tonight.
Is this chaotic evil or what?
As I
This is
said,
chaotic
as I
energy.
said, you have 3 characters who never get to be the wild card anymore, all vying to be the wild card this time.
Who will it be?
Who will it be? Probably Zaza.
Boy. Oh, more than likely.
Yeah.
All right.
Fancy
Ooh.
dance costume or whatever's happening with that now.
Yeah.
Let us pick back up where we left off. So we're gonna cut ahead to the morning. Let me find for some reason, sorry gang, my river sound effects have fled on me.
Well,
It's
then
all
shut it
ruined.
down.
The illusion's ruined. The illusion of...
Guess we gotta do it next
it's
week.
you.
Yeah, I guess we quit, guys.
No river today, all inside the ship with the frogs. That's what's happening.
Guys, where this river at? This is why, guys, this is why you check your soundboards before you start streaming your Dungeons & Dragons sessions. This is inexcusable. Sorry, I'm gonna
I
do
just
some...
pictured Dora the Explorer just like, do you know where the river is? Right there,
Because I
Dora.
can't hear it.
Yeah.
Just mean Dora. All right.
Oh.
Found me
There's
some
that
river.
river.
Now I'm there.
I found me some river. So, it is a slow morning on the river. Despite the fact that the traffic jam within the river has sort of let up after you guys made it past the Amica docks, having a strange encounter with an ostrich found in a time stasis chest. Yes, I'll say that one more time. Having a strange encounter with an ostrich that they found in a time stasis chest, who soon departed the ship after being offended multiple times over by some horribly botched persuasion checks. We now find ourselves in a much more wild environment. To our south, sort of off the ship's left, I don't know what ship directions are called because I'm dumb.
Just word. I don't know.
The rolling Royal Plains. Lots of green-tipped grass swaying, sort of weedy colored, but not yet ripe for harvesting yet, so it's in its earlier stages. And we see far, far in the distance clouds that seem much lower to the ground that are sort of moving. Really quick, you three, would you guys just make a nature check for me?
Yes. Oh my gosh. A 4?
That's some funny looking clouds, says Zaza out loud.
4.
No
A 4?
shit. A 4.
Do we win?
Did you all just get 3 4s?
Yeah, I roll a 4. I have a 0.
What did George? We gotta win some. That's cool.
This is gonna be a weird night.
This is gonna be a really weird night.
The vibes in this place are crazy.
Am I scared or am I excited?
I don't know.
Make an insight check. Make an insight check.
All of us?
Yeah, I guess, because y'all failed that.
Okay. Okay, 15.
Okay.
9.
Okay.
8.
It's baffling. You're not sure what it is. Zaza, you get the feeling that whatever that is probably something natural, then probably nothing to be concerned about.
Ugh. Well, Zaza's remembering the plankton cloud. That was pretty messed up. Oh, God.
It actually looks quite a bit different from that.
Okay.
It doesn't look like a mist. It looks more like lots of small things moving together.
Lots of
Can I make a religion check?
Sure.
Because.
Hmm.
17.
You don't know of anything religious that this might have any tangential element to, which probably means it's not a demon summoning, so that's good.
So what is the difference between insight and perception again?
Perception is actually seeing, hearing, or smelling the thing. Insight is the feeling you get from it, or being able to tell if it's lying, if it's speaking to you.
So can I see if it's delicious little animal or bug things that I can eat? Can I perceive that? Can I
Roll a perception check.
Okay. Not animals. Okay, 16.
It does appear to be lots of small bugs. It appears to be very far away. Probably 20 or 30 miles, at least.
I'm gonna take out the telescope and aim it at the cloud.
Go ahead and make a wisdom save.
+3 from Kanno, right?
+3 from Kanno.
Okay, cool. That's for sure a success. That is a 24.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Oh, I forgot I rolled that. Okay. And you're looking at landscape?
I guess, I'm looking at the bugs. I don't know what
Okay.
He would.
You only get 6 seconds ahead.
Jesus.
But you do see that it's sort of like a little part of it spirals up and comes back down. You take the telescope and it does that exact motion.
Okay.
Can I do some sort of, or I guess it's
all
not.
3. You know what? Make a history check, all 3 of you.
Okay. Okay. 16.
17.
Great.
9.
Nesbitt and Zaza, you remember hearing something about being careful crossing the Royal Plains when you were on your way to Key East because of a natural phenomenon that might be occurring.
Oh, we're going back towards the Royal Plains?
You are going westward.
Okay.
So the Royal Plains are south of you, but there are no obstructions really at this level where the river starts to hit. You just see for miles.
Oh, so we
the
may
red
just...
spine is looming miles in the distance.
Okay,
like
so
the
we might
Rocky
be
Mountains in the distance.
We might be looking at the Royal Plains right now. Like,
yes,
we
it's
might
just sort of
seeing
a
them above.
reference
Okay.
for where you are.
Understood,
The closer
okay.
you get to the red spine will imply that you are starting to get to that place where the river passes through the mountains.
Okay. It's nothing we should be worried about right now, I think. It's pretty far off.
In terms of time of day, just so we know, we're talking like 6 a.m. Sun is just barely starting to come up. Joey is sleeping. Sven is sleeping. Zygo stayed up late last night looking up at the stars or, unable to see them, trying to sense them and commune with them. And he is also sleeping in this morning in the crow's nest, dead asleep. Henry strolls down the deck. You guys are moving at literally 2 miles an hour through this thing. Walking would be faster. However, because you're on a boat, you've been able to sleep and still made all this progress. So therein lies the advantage of staying on the boat and being there. You're going to spend much less time on this river that way. However, Henry is off the side of the boat right now, picking flowers, and actually walking like faster than the boat. But he sees the 3 of you come over to the side of the boat and look at that natural phenomenon going on. Quite something, isn't it? I don't know what it is, but intimidating. Good morning, everyone.
Morning, Henry.
Morning.
How long have you been up?
Oh, just 45 minutes or so, doing a bit of an early harvest. Red flour, good for spices. I'll grind it up later, give our grub a little bit of food. Speaking of which, I've actually been meaning to talk to you all about that. We're getting low.
Didn't we just get stuff at the harbor?
Amagadox did supply us a bit, but we didn't go off and get as much as we needed after all the guard hubbub. There was some sort of distraction that caused them to spew out of the rock and some accelerated gang activity. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, we're not quite as well stocked as we like. I was wondering if the 3 of you would consider going out hunting.
Yeah. Why not?
That sounds good. Well, I'm assuming we'll just be keeping up at this pace for the next couple of days.
I think so. I won't be able to slow it down, unfortunately, or we'll have ships backing up in our rear, but as you can see, we're traveling quite slowly. I can saddle you up with your beetles if you like, or if there are any other mounts that you have aboard in that limitless space within the ship that I am not going into.
Henry, do you have any ideas on maybe things that would help us while we're hunting? Like bait or...
Sure, certainly, you can take a helping of our own food to use as bait if you like. A bit of a risk-reward situation.
I think I want to go to the bathroom. And Zaza goes...
There is no bathroom on the... Oh, okay.
Zaza goes to the forest, and I think she's to the magical forest.
Yeah,
Magical.
within the ship. The
Yes.
illusory forest within the ship.
Yes. And, hello, forest?
Great.
Are they there?
Hold on. So you disappear within the bounds of the ship. You call out to the illusory shadows of forest that seem to stretch across limitless black and gray space. And then It's like magical vines descending from nothingness. Reach down to you.
Zaza, how can we help you this fine morn?
Oh, good morning, Forrest. I need to go hunting today, and I was wondering if you had any, like bait or maybe a tool that could help me hunt sustainably, of course.
To hunt is not in our nature. But to find your way back, that we can help you with.
The tree produces a stick.
Take this mighty stick.
Thank you.
Good
What should I
luck,
call it?
Zaza.
Oh.
And the trees disappear back up into the space. Make an Arcana check, Zaza.
Everyone gets a stick. You get a stick. A 17.
17. You wave it around. We'll say that you sort of perplexedly walk back outside, trying to determine what on earth this thing actually is. And as you do, you see, can I say Nesbitt and Kanno have gotten off the ship for a moment to start, like, checking out what might be on land?
Yeah, we'd probably be getting...
Why don't you guys tell me what Nesbitt and Kanno would have gathered, if anything?
I mean, Nesbitt would have just stepped off the boat, and he's a hunter, and that's all he needs. He doesn't... he has his arrows, he has his... everything. He
Great.
doesn't really need anything else, I think.
How about you, Kanno?
Cano is curious about the mounts.
There are some, like, riding beetles, if you guys want to take with you, like your old beetles from, you guys have kept them in your liminal forest, if I'm correct, right?
We did put them in there, yes.
Yeah, so you can get your beetles out. They are not fast. Again, you guys walking would probably be, like, equally fast.
It would also
Maybe
technically
not.
require me to, because remember they were too big to get in.
Gaseous
Yes.
I would have to, like, spend some spells to get them back out.
Yep.
Okay.
There's that, and
carrying.
but they would make carrying whatever you bring back much easier, unless you have another solution.
I mean, you two are both strong.
Very strong, yeah, but I'm not opposed to taking one, just in case.
Yeah, well, it all depends on you, Dylan, because it's your...
Oh, because you'd have to...
Well, I mean, it's also just like, which one do we want to piss off, Clip or Clop? That's what we named them.
I'm just picking my spells now, and I have the spell Create Food and Water, but I'm assuming that would just shoot George's plan in the foot, and so I don't really want
Absolutely not. If you, what's the spell on Create Food and Water?
You create 45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water on the ground or in containers within range, and enough to sustain up to 15 humanoids or 5 steeds for 24 hours.
Amazing. This mission might not be necessary.
It's a 3rd level spell, but
Oh.
but I feel like we should go hunting, so I'm not gonna do that.
No, it's not required
you
at
can-
all.
It's what Kanno would do. Would Kanno hunt, or would Kanno just create the food?
Because even if you create the food and you stay on the ship, there might be some stuff that you see. I don't know.
That's also for 24 hours.
Oh, so then it would go away? We
I
didn't
don't
eat it all?
It just says like enough to sustain up to 15 for 24
Yeah,
hours.
it's a stopgap.
So,
Yeah.
basically, you can provide food for the rest of the journey. It just costs you a 3rd level spell slot every day.
Right. Okay.
So it's up
That's
to
good
you.
to
like,
know.
You know, so you guys won't be in trouble of starving ever, but this could just provide a way for you not to have to burn a 3rd level slot every day.
Right. Okay. Then because we have the opportunity to.
Also, you were gonna tell me what the stick does.
When you got off, yes. When you hop off the boat, there is just a small little chiming of magic, and a little flower blooms out of the top of the stick. It's not a stem, it's just a full wooden stick, but just like a little flower poofs out, and it leans a certain way. That Arcana check, that 17, it's leaning towards the boat.
Great.
So if you leave the
Ooh,
boat,
that's
this
handy.
will guide you back towards it, as the crow flies direction.
Oh, Hannah, you're muted, by the way.
Yeah.
Nesbitt, say, you can stay on the boat if you wish, either of you, but I think I need to hunt. I think I need to get back to my roots a little bit. Remember, clear my head, as Zyga would say. So, I'm going. You can come if you want.
Yes, Captain. I will be in your shadow, but giving you space. And she just like holds the stick out in front of her and like walks a little bit behind him.
Absolutely. Oh, and I can fly, so I can scout something.
Right, very well. All of you be safe. Do you want to bring anyone from the crew with you?
If it's just a hunt, should we bring someone, or should we...
Entirely up to you, sir.
Is someone we think would be good? I don't. Curly seems pretty busy.
Curly is stuck in a barrel.
I can't get out. I've been in here all night. Somebody please get me out of this barrel.
Zaza goes and picks Curly out of the barrel and holds them.
Man, thanks so much. I got stuck in that barrel underneath. I was looking in my bag for the last of the sugar roaches, and it got me like a finger trap, and my arms were stuck on my sides. And
Curly, do you want to go on a trip with us?
Blows into one of the sugar roach bags that he was just stuck in.
sure.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
and then Zaza puts him on her shoulder.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I barely get off the ship like ever. So this is. You guys never go to me for this stuff. Is there something different about today?
Early into the next Henry, and I'm so excited.
Wait, oh, I'm so bad at remember. I don't know how I forgot this name. The
Henry,
writing
after one trip with the party, Henry went from an NPC with no stats to a level 5 fighter. So...
what was the writing ant's name that we took on with us? Natasha, you named.
Oh,
Fast.
I have no idea, but I know what their job
I
was.
wrote it down somewhere.
Petunia.
Huh? I don't think so. I'm sure.
Their job was like to find magical.
Beatrice. Yes, thank you, chat.
Oh, Beatrice.
Yeah, we could take Beatrice.
I don't think that's a bad idea because it's fast.
Yeah, I
so.
think that because Beatrice is smaller than the Beetles. It was like because the Beetles were like built to like pull carts.
They're like ox.
Yeah, Beatrice was just like almost like a horse or a pony.
Like a live horse.
I love Beatrice. Yeah.
And maybe we can like put Curly on Beatrice and just.
Okay, great.
You guys saddle up Curly on Beatrice. He's too small for the saddle, so he keeps sliding and has to hold on to that middle thing.
Oh man, it's been a long time since I've ridden something for like normal-sized people. I'm
Can
smaller.
I sleight of hand like seatbelt him in?
Roll
somehow?
sleight of hand check
Seatbelt
to
him
make
in.
a car seat for
I
this,
just want. Oh no!
for this
I
liability.
rolled a 7.
It's not very helpful. Thank you
Oh.
for trying.
Sorry, Curly.
It's okay. It's just a little chafy, but I'm not gonna complain.
Oh.
Is Sven up or is Sven asleep too?
Sven is asleep, but
Okay.
he is wakeable.
I-
If you want to bring Sven.
No, I don't really think I want to bring Sven. I just wanted to tell well, I'll just tell Henry. Henry, let Joey and Zygo and Sven know that we're just a little ways away.
Of course.
And I know that, so, never mind. Yeah,
All
never
right.
mind.
No
I
worries.
realized something. Okay, cool.
Uh-oh. Actually, 1 second. I'm gonna make a little quick perception check at disadvantage. Yeah, Sven actually runs up to the side of the boat to say goodbye to you. And in doing so, he waves you forward. Everybody make an insight check at what he's trying to ask for.
Oh, I rolled a freaking 22.
Hell yeah.
Insight. I rolled a 19.
So you guys quickly glean that he is asking for you guys to bring something back for him, if you find it, for him to paint on.
Oh, something to paint on. Wait, did you hear that, Curly? Something to paint on, okay?
Something to paint on, like, I have no examples.
Like bark.
Bark. Okay, yeah, okay, I know what bark is. Yeah, he can paint on bark. Cool.
All right. Curly.
Curly gets out the cutest short bow you've ever seen and holds it in his lap, not combat ready at all.
Curly, have you ever hunted before?
Yes.
Insight check?
Go ahead.
16.
Looks like maybe he's telling the truth.
All right.
Can Zaza look into Beatrice's little eyes, like, you know, ant tamer, and like hold the beautiful little ant's face and like, if you smell anything, I want you to do your job. Do it well. Okay? You got this.
It, like little, like tongue mandibles, like tickle the chin and then disappear, like, you know, retract back in like a ready to go position.
Okay.
All right, well, I'll just say that none of you have ever hunted with me, so if you want to learn something, watch.
Ooh, confident. I like it.
Right.
I'm trying to get back to myself. All right, let's go. Curly, try not to fall off.
What?
Shoot.
He has got one leg in the stirrup. I'm gonna make a quick athletics check.
Oh gosh.
He is stuck.
Kanno will go over and try to athletics him on the thing.
No need. He's like 25 pounds, so you just put him right on there.
All right, Curly. Excited to bring you with us. I remembered.
Won't happen again.
He falls off.
He slides the other way.
The full other way. Let's cut 5 minutes ahead. Let's all make a
Zaza's-
survival check.
Oh, I was gonna say Zaza's taking like the camp counselor back of the group. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
good. Yeah, tell me how you guys are moving.
Yeah,
What's
Nesbitt's for
the
sure
formation?
in front.
Cool,
Yeah, and so
Nesbitt's taking
Zaza's
point.
in the back.
Zaza's got rear guard.
I will just be next to Curly, I guess, making sure he doesn't fall off again.
He is fully using you to not fall off.
Okay.
And what did you say to roll?
Roll a survival check.
Survival. So I have a dot next to it. That means I have advantage. I can
No.
do
It
it twice.
just means you're proficient, which is why that number is larger.
Shoot.
It's
Okay.
already accounted for, though.
8.
Okay.
Uh,
Kanno? 15?
24.
Okay. Nesbitt stops everyone. We have moved far away from the river now, so the sounds of the river fade away into the distance. You guys are left with just the calm sound of crickets. The air is very calm. A very, very light and frankly pleasant breeze is blowing across these long swaths of hill. Nesbitt, you see a little bit ahead of you some grass has been flattened in a sort of hodgepodgey looking circle, like as if it's been stamped down on the ground. And there are some remnants in the center of this circle that look like a sort of indentation in the ground, like stuff has been scooped away and moved. As you hold the hand up and tell everybody to shut the fuck up, I need everybody to make a stealth check.
Oh.
Including poor Curly.
Oh gosh, a 17.
He rolled a nat 18.
Yes.
He's so small. Stealth?
Yes.
That's a 25.
Great.
12.
12.
I don't roll at disadvantage anymore.
I know you don't.
Solid. Okay. Nesbitt is the one who moves far out. And as you lean down to this indented part of the dirt here, you see there are remnants of some kind of egg. Make a nature check.
Oh, an egg. All of us
This
or
is
just
like, just Nesbitt. This is like a torn away nest. The survival check is allowing him to make these checks.
17.
Okay. You don't recognize this egg. You've got 2 guesses. In the general family of what this could be. This is either A, a dragonfly, which are like wyverns,
Mm-hmm.
or B, this is some kind of mantis.
And I would know that those are like both. Are they like good animals to hunt in my time, or are they animals to try to stay away from? Like, are they predator?
Dragonflies,
Uh-huh.
you stay away from.
Mantis, you.
Mantises are not, the meat's not as like tasty, but it is, it stores a great deal of moisture, the meat, so it serves 2 purposes as like a hydrational thing. So it's like the
gross.
meat's like tougher
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
in a mantis,
Yeah.
but it is hardy.
Wow. Yeah. Really. Really.
And because mantises are apex predators, like dragonflies are, it is going to be large.
Right. Yeah.
So
really,
there's probably a great deal of meat
Mhm.
on something like that.
really gross lore.
like a moisture, right? Basically.
We've been sitting on this one for a while.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
gotta
it's-
throw some gross
it's
animal.
it's
buggy
water meat.
effects.
It's water meat, apparently.
It's water. It's water retaining tough meat.
Ew.
We
Um,
can not keep going.
A hard hunt, but worth it. And often there are parts of mantises that are used in weapon making as well.
Nez, I'll turn back
it can
and
be
just
worth
kind
a
of
lot.
go to the group stealthily and just say, "All right. It is either a mantis or a dragonfly, which means that if we pursue either of them, it will be dangerous. It is not a simple hunt, but it would be worthwhile either way. But of course, we do not need this, so I won't force anyone to go."
I vote no. Right? It's dangerous, so we don't do it. Right? Am I wrong? Did I gauge the situation incorrectly?
Zaza gives Curly a look like you're a part of this crew. Can I roll an intimidation check?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, little Curly, but what are you doing, bro? Okay, 17.
He looks deeply shamed.
Good.
You're unsynced, by the way, bud.
Okay. I'm not in my
What?
own ears. Uh-oh.
What do you
That might
mean?
mean...
We don't need it.
Well, do we? Do we need?
What, food? Yeah, I thought that was the whole point of us coming out here.
Well, I'm just saying that there may be other. Well, no. No, I thought for a second that maybe there would be other food sources, but regardless, if we go hunting for those, we'd probably run into either one of them anyway. I'm just trying to let you know that it will be dangerous.
George, can I roll any sort of animal handling check about mantises?
You can roll a nature check.
A nature check. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
A 2.
No idea. You didn't even know they could be big. You've only seen small ones.
Can I roll a nature check as well for fun?
Sure.
I get no bonus to it. Yep, 8. Go ahead.
You knew mantises could get big, but you've never seen one.
Right.
So do we move forward?
I guess
think-
yes.
I think we can handle it.
Zaza is trying to contain her excitement about this. She's like, yeah, why not? We should yes, let's do it. Mm-hmm.
And Kanno's gonna slap Curly on the back and say, like, don't worry, we're more than capable. And you never know, this could be a great opportunity to prove yourself.
Like how? Do you want me to like shoot my bow or something?
Got a very
I've
loud
never once shot it before.
apartment.
I was just told if you carry a weapon, nobody fights with you.
Oh.
Just to reiterate, I have 0 experience operating the weapon I currently hold.
Do you have experience with any weapon?
Is an herbalist kit a weapon?
No, but that could come in very handy after.
Okay, then no.
Don't you remember your job, Curly? You have to find something for Sven to paint on.
Right. That's my job. Okay. I'll keep an eye out. He rolls a perception check.
Did he just
Nat
now?
20s.
You're not 20.
Hey,
He finds
Fuck yeah, Curly, my dude.
a Joanne's with yards and
I love Joanne.
You mean like that?
What? What is
And
it?
he points to what looks like a large, sort of steeper mound amidst these lower, more stretched hills. And there is what looks like jagged spears of rock that are in the, just sticking out of the ground. When you look at that, he kind of starts riding over on the thing, manages to stay atop the ant, barely, but fully
Ooh.
bouncing off the ant.
Ooh.
Newfound confidence. And you guys, he brings you to these large stretches of slate rock that are just sort of sticking out of the ground. They clearly were once part of some kind of tectonic plate or something, but erosion and wind has kind of hewn these from the earth into these layered slates of sediment that are about a foot thick.
Oh, yeah.
2 things. It would require a great deal of strength to get one of these free. It would also be quite a heavy thing to take back with you. Could be dragged, but it would certainly hamper your progress. But this is an option. You could also pass
Is
up
there
on
a
this and try
way-
to wait for something else.
Is there a way? What did you say, Hannah?
we could free it and then just leave it.
Yeah, and I was also thinking maybe can I smash it and so it's more manageable pieces with the maul?
Oh, and then he puts them together like a puzzle.
Yeah, or he has just little. It's like a little notebook of stuff. You
Well,
little pieces.
we need it to be big because it's a portal.
Oh,
It- he's gonna paint a thing that people can go through.
The pieces would be interesting now. If he could just paint over it.
But yeah, we just don't know if that will work.
Well, we'll save it for later. No, or do you want to get it now? It's a nat 20. I mean, I feel like this is important. No.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a nat 20 to see something that we could use. I think that we should for sure use this, but maybe
Let's
come
free it.
back to it. Yeah, let's try to free it and maybe come back to it.
Okay.
Great.
All
How
right,
would you like to free
Zaza,
it?
you ready?
You're gonna
Kanno
make
walks
an
over to the
attack on it
side.
with your maul?
Will that hurt it?
We're trying
you'll
to,
have to you're trying to
render it.
break it loose from the rock that it is connected to. An attack
Yeah,
with your
that's
maul
what I
has got
wanna
a
do.
very high AC but a very low health count. So you're gonna have to
I'll
hit
do
the
it.
very high AC, and if you do, you don't even need to roll damage. You will make certain attacks. And It might
Okay.
require more than one from you. Go ahead and make your first.
You can roll reckless if you want.
Oh
you
yeah.
can roll
Can
with
I- I'll,
advantage. That's right.
I'll roll recklessly then. Reckless attack on the slate.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you miss with reckless attack, though, I'm gonna roll a dice and.
So I got a 22 first. And
Okay,
then...
22 is a hit. There's a as the maul comes down, a perfect splinter along the line starts cracking up this like slate of rock, and then it stops. There's a midpoint that Zaza moves to. Make another attack with advantage.
Attack with advantage. Okay, so the first one is 11. The second one is 21.
21. Clang! Another. And there is one just little end piece that Zaza has to snap off with her maul now. Make one more attack with advantage. This is the riskiest one.
14 is the first one. Oh my god. 27.
27. Clang! This big slate of rock slides off the. I saw it in the chat. Thank you for Trixie for this description. A big slate falls off the rock lasagna.
Incredible.
Kind of tips over like a domino off into the thing. All right. I did great. Mission accomplished. Look at that.
Oh.
Nice job, Curly. That was really good.
Thanks. Yeah, I
Intuition
tried
there.
my best. That's great that it worked out. Okay. How much does that weigh? Quickly testing it, it's several hundred pounds. It's very, very large. So I know you were talking about leaving it here, but aren't we gonna have to catch up with the boat? Then we'll have to come back and drag it. Is there a way to make it smaller?
Early, not a bad idea. Oh, to maul it? You mean hit it? No? Is there a way to like spell cast it to make it smaller?
There's gaseous cloud, right?
It only works on creatures.
Oh. I don't know.
Or I could take it back.
You can carry this back to the boat?
No, but you could put it on Beatrice and maybe she could pull it.
Did she really? Can I check with Beatrice to see if she could actually do that?
You know about Beatrice that this would be possible, but there's a chance they don't make it. Like,
Can I
if
escort
there
them?
is something, if there's a predator out here, that could be risky for them to go by themselves.
I don't think there's any way that Zaza would let someone go by themselves. Is there a way that I can go, because I'm fast, that I just like go with them and then come back?
And you could also lend your strength to helping them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. Is that okay with you guys?
You are the fastest.
Well, it's true, but we may just, at that point, want to just go together if we're going to go back right now. I can't understate how we're not the only hunters in this woods, so.
Okay.
But
Let's stay together.
Then let's stay together. Let's take this back.
Okay, let's make a group athletics check for me, and then first let's do that. First, the group athletics check. Everybody grabs you guys all wrap rope around this thing, tie some knots off, and start pulling it. Botch. Okay.
I botched. I'm gonna use a luck point though.
Okay, luck point. Go ahead.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Oh gosh. Okay, 23.
Okay.
15.
14 for me. Very low roll.
I'm gonna roll for Beatrice. It's a nat 5. You guys are not making great progress with this. You know that you are moving it at about pace with the ship, but you're not making up a lot of ground right now. Everybody make a stealth check with disadvantage for me.
Okay.
Nine.
9.
8.
8.
23.
Okay. Now everybody make a perception check.
Okay. I'm glad we stayed together. 8.
18.
16. Oh, I hate this music.
Me too.
All of you start noticing about 200 feet away, low in the grass at the crest of a hill, there is something sticking out of the grass just a little higher than the rest of the strands. Nesbitt, what did you roll?
23.
There
Right?
are...
Did I say that?
Yes.
Oh,
there are-
no. That was a different roll. This was a 18. Sorry.
Oh, did anybody beat an 18?
No, I don't think so.
There are 2 little lengths of grass, that green-tipped grass, that are waving a little higher than the rest. And in this very dim early morning light, it's hard to tell, but with an 18, I will tell you that these stalks look green all the way down, rather than these bronze, amber, green-tipped wheat fields. Something is watching you from several hundred feet away in the grass.
I'll just freeze and, because I'm still out front, I'll just freeze and just...
And your stealth check is good enough.
I'll just turn back and just say, we're being watched. Kanno, can you get an aerial view?
Kanno will.
Kanno, you move up to the sky, make a perception check with advantage.
Okay. Oh god. Don't look this up. Look it up. 14.
Yeah, this thing rolled a net 2 on its stealth,
Woo!
so... Lying in the grass, watching you from above this little hill crest, is a mantis. It is exceptionally large. On the side of the hill that is obscured from you, this thing is lying down, smushing grass. It looks to be about 20 feet tall. That is the size of a 2-story building. It is splayed out low, and make a nature check for me, please.
Okay. 16? Oh, this will be good.
Some mantises have wings. The wings that this mantis has are not typical of a mantis. They are massive, and they are especially built for speed looking. Which is alarming because they're in proportion with the creature, which means this thing is gigantic and undoubtedly stupid fast. And you have a rock slab tied to an ant right now.
Oh. Okay.
It hasn't made a move yet.
Oh, that would probably not work, but I really...
What?
Well, I have Ensnaring Strike back in my thing, which I saw, which might not be a dumb idea.
Why do you think that wouldn't work?
Because I'm assuming this is a large creature.
It is a huge creature.
Yeah, so it would have advantage and it's a strength save. Which is why
Also,
I
it would
don't
mean you
think-
have to like fly down and do that, right?
Yeah. How far away is it from us?
From the rest of the group, about 200 feet away. And you've flown straight up, so a little more than 200 feet from you.
Did you just say float? I just want to address that really quick.
What's that?
I thought I heard you say you flowed straight up instead of float.
Oh, I don't think I said that. Did I say that?
Okay. Anywho, Okay, that's too far. Kanno will fly back down and be like, okay, big problem, big problem. Nesbitt, can these things... Have you heard of one moving, like, extremely fast? Because this one has giant wings. It's about 20 feet high. Oh, it's a mantis. Did I not say that? It's a mantis. What do you want to do?
George, have I heard of something like that, or no?
Roll nature check.
Nature? Wow. It's always surprises me that I have a +0, but that's an 18.
You've never heard of anything like that.
No,
Okay.
I haven't.
Hey, is anybody gonna tell me what's going on? Why did we stop?
Okay, so...
Or Zaza's gonna give him like a look that is intimidating, but also trying to inspire him to be like strong or something.
Zaza's trying to
Why
be
are
a
you
bard.
looking at me like that? That's like, I feel like you're trying to inspire me to get through an incoming conflict.
Okay, we leave the slab.
Everybody make a stealth check right now. Actually, I take that back. Everybody make an animal handling check.
Ooh, okay.
This is going to
Ask
be
me
more
first.
akin to trying to make sure the bear doesn't charge you down the hill by moving correctly, because now you know this thing is seeing you.
Sorry. Give me 1 second.
Oh,
Everyone.
did something happen?
Yeah, just went full screen for a moment.
Oh,
We're good.
Okay.
So this is basically, guys, like a dog is growling at you, and if you move away the wrong way, it's gonna charge.
Okay.
So
I rolled a 16.
a 16, got it?
Animal handling,
Yes.
21.
Okay. Natasha?
13.
Okay. And Curly rolls a 5, which is the DC that was necessary because I rolled a nat 3 for the Mantis.
That's so good.
So, you guys slowly... Have you disconnected the rock slab?
I would have, yeah. We just
Okay.
can't at all
You
have
untied that. You all start creeping away, sort of sideways and diagonally away. As you do, the mantis head slowly peeks up over the top of the grass. You see those bulbous green eyes, drooling mandibles. Big globules of saliva are dripping down into the grass. Everybody make another animal handling check.
He for sure has rabies. 13.
That's the DC you need. 13 is the DC for this.
Right.
Curly rolls a 17.
Thanks,
16.
Curly.
Kanno?
8.
I love having Curly around.
The wings bristle on this thing as Kanno moves a little too quickly.
Oh no.
One failure for the group is not an automatic triggered failure, but this next time it is, and because of Kanno's quick step a little too far away, I'm going to roll with advantage on the insight check. So, I'm going to tell you what you guys need to beat after I roll this.
Okay.
This is the check that you need to beat with animal handling or something else if you can justify it. If you want to try to burn a spell slot that you think would work, you can also do that.
Justify it. Creativity.
The number you have to beat is a 14.
Oh boy.
Curly rolls a nat 19.
Right.
Still animal handling?
Oh,
Animal handling is the default.
Okay.
I botched, but I'm going to do another luck point.
second luck point.
Don't bother. I got a 12, so
I mean, it's better to not have a botch, though.
Yeah.
that's true. That's true. Well, I got
A 9.
Oh my god. I got a 23.
Not rolling hot. That...
We blew it, gang. We blew it. It comes rising out of the grass with a high call. It starts moving forward with its wings behind it, which propel it forward 80 feet.
Right?
And there is rustling in the grass behind it. Nesbitt, you are reminded of the shards of egg you found in the
babies.
nest.
Okay.
Everybody roll initiative.
Jesus.
I wanted to cast a spell, right? Like,
If you all wanted 1 round to cast the spell, you'll have this initiative round to do it before anything is upon you.
wow. Okay.
So, 18.
Oh, sorry, gang. Let me just get a... Of course, I don't have my pen.
I have a really cool spell. I'm excited.
18 was from who?
Zaza.
Natasha. Yeah, Zaza.
This pen is...
Yeah, someone in the chat said, oh no, it's teaching the babies to hunt. It's a freaking mama mantis.
It's like Mufasa and Simba pouncing on Zazu.
Zaza, 18. Kanno, what'd you get?
Well,
Nesbitt, what'd you get?
Nat 20 for a 24.
Oh, shit. All right, and this thing... Oh, Curly is going to have a 5.
oh wait, y'all, I am like not in the Twitch.
Oh.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That is so weird. Of course, I'm
You
gonna
can
have
talk to me about anything. You can always reach out. Like if I did something.
No, it's here we go.
Apologize.
And let me roll initiative for this creature. Nat 19 for the creature's initiative. Okay, got it.
That's chill.
Nesbitt, you are first.
Okay, sorry, gang. Give me just 1 second.
No problem. I will write
There
my
we go.
initiative.
Got her back down. I don't know why
Oh.
that. It must have happened. I'm so sorry, gang, that she was just not there.
Hey.
It must have happened.
Okay.
I went full screen. I don't know why.
Mantis, baby. Okay.
Oh, Hannah, you've probably been gone since you almost disturbed the mantis the first time.
It's
okay.
fine. It's fine. I'm
happens.
sorry, gang. Sometimes
no
I.
worries.
We'll never know
Um,
what I did.
Nesbitt, it is your turn first, as this thing fully reveals itself and you see the rustling behind it, like 20 feet on either side of it. A swarm is coming.
A swarm? With manti?
None of you rolled a high enough nature
Yeah.
check for me to tell you why it's a swarm.
I'm just going to say. I'm just going to say run. I will then bonus action cast Zephyr Strike on myself.
Mm-hmm.
How far away is it from me right now?
Right now it is 120 feet away from you.
Totally fine. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna like start moving towards, I guess, the ship. I mean, we know kind of where it is just because of the stick, right?
We want to lead it back to the ship.
No, you're right. Yeah, I mean,
But if we're at the ship, can't they cannon, like shoot it with cannons and stuff?
we could, but it could also attack the ship. But either way, I think I'm just gonna start moving away though. And I think that's all Nesbitt knows.
The ship can have a shield on it though too, can it?
It can, yeah, it can shield itself. And I'm going to try to clip its wings. So I'm going to take some shots at its wings.
Specifically at its
Yeah.
wings. Okay.
So is that a called shot -5?
Yes,
Probably?
called
Okay.
shot -5.
So obviously not sharpshooter. I'm not going to take a -10 to this.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And
first,
remember the rules for a called shot is that it does half damage and does 1 check mark for what you're trying to eliminate. Okay.
Okay, that is a 21.
21 hits, absolutely.
Okay. And this one is, I forgot to do an advantage shot. That's a nat 20.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That'll be 2 successes for the thing, but
Okay,
still,
so- Half damage, you said. And I guess I'll gathered swarm it and have it, because why not? Let's see if I
Yeah.
get lucky. Make a strength save.
okay, strength save.
Yeah, why not?
17.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine.
But
Okay, so-
otherwise, it is Crossbow City.
Yeah. 14, 19, 27. So 13 damage, I think it's 13 damage.
Okay, 13 damage to this thing, which looks like it barely hurts. However, 1 bolt passes through 1 wing, weakening it, and the other bolt passes through both layers of wings as they are flapping and lock them together. This thing's flight speed is halved, and it looks like the other wing is just barely hanging on. Okay, amazing. Next up is the babies. They just start ripping. You know what? I have the sound effect. What am I even doing?
No.
They start ripping through the bottom of this, like low grass. All the way you can see them is that the grass is bending as they get especially numerous. They do not reach you, but you start seeing them climbing along the tops of the grass, and they're like coming at you like a wave. That is going to be their turn. Next up is the Mantis, which will use its full dash action to move towards you. Its movement is reduced to 60 feet now. And as it is like barely flapping that 1 wing to give it a little extra lift, it is going to be now within about 100 feet of you, Nesbitt. But the rest of you are who it's really going for. So now we've got 140 feet. It is 60 feet away from Kanno, Zaza, and Curly. Next up is going to be Zaza.
Oh gosh. Well, I'm gonna rage. Definitely gonna
Perfect.
rage. And I don't think I want to. Can I put Curly with me, and can we start running? Because the captain said run.
You should pick Curly up off the ant,
Yeah, I don't want
What's
to
your
start
speed?
running. My speed is 55, so I
which
wanna
is
dash.
way faster than the ant.
Yeah, sorry.
You just grab Curly, and you take him with you, absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
he weighs like nothing, so you don't even have to worry about rolling for it. And you want to just dash action?
Yeah, 'cause
110
captain
feet
said
away?
Run. Yeah.
Boom, you are gone. Roadrunner style, Zaza takes off running. Kanno, your turn.
Okay, so I have a question,
Uh-huh.
and I don't know. So the called shot is just like damage to the wing, right?
Yes.
Like it's specifically.
One
hit-
wing is fully disabled, the other wing looks injured.
Okay, so so if I were to drop a moonbeam on its wing, would that damage
If
the
you
wing?
commit to doing half damage on the attack and you're specifically angling a moonbeam for its wing and only on this one creature, then you're totally good. But the moonbeam might be better for this swarm as they rip through it.
Right. Okay, because I could try to javelin the wing as well, but maybe I'll let Nesbitt do that. I am going to. Well, I was going to do that, but they're gone. Nesbitt's gone. I'm gonna do. Kanno is going to drop a moonbeam on the swarm.
Okay. The moonbeam is summoned as the swarm
take
approaches.
to the air and fly away.
All of a sudden, this beam of white light appears in the midst of the grass. You see hundreds of these little mantises illuminated by the light, and just like they literally burn into flecks of light, like little ashy tendrils. The swarm is vastly reduced as it starts to move around and chase you guys further. Its path is delayed because it starts to avoid the moonbeam, and you've taken a big chunk out of the swarm. Next up is Curly, who screams in your arms.
What about the ant?
Beatrice takes off running, moves another 80 feet, and the mantis is going to continue forward, but after Nesbitt goes. Go ahead.
Right. Nesbitt is going to, just to get the
Kanno, you did not move, is that correct?
No, she flew.
Flew just further up?
Kanno?
Hannah? Did you fly up or did you fly away?
I'm flying kind of like above the way that Zaza went.
Okay, 40 feet up in that direction. That's right?
Like diagonal. Like I'm not like boop
Okay,
in the
so
sky.
you're still gaining height. So we're gonna
Yeah.
put you at 60 feet up then. Okay, got it. Nesbitt, continue. Sorry about
Okay, no worries. Okay, because technically I get an advantage shot if I go first before an enemy, so that was that. I'm going to use my advantage shot from Zephyr Strike this time. And I will... Nesbitt will just kind of like... seeing like his people run, he's just going to stand his ground for a second and take another called shot at the wing.
Okay.
Okay, that's a 21.
That is a hit.
And it's still... Okay, I'm going to roll another attack against the wing. That is a 19.
You don't need to roll that attack against the wing. You
Okay.
fully disable the other wing.
Incredible.
Its flight is gone. Both wings seize up, look injured. Even though the meat of the creature doesn't look so disabled, the actual flight mechanisms of its wings have been hampered.
Okay, well then this is just a... It's not a called shot then, it was just a...
Just a regular hit.
Yeah.
You're just
Well,
24
I mean-
to hit, right?
Well, yeah, it's 24 to hit. And I will... Because I think it's funny, strength save. Let's see what happens.
All right. 19.
Yeah, that saves.
It does save out of the bugs swarming around it.
But I still do half damage on that first shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's 5 damage,
Okay.
and that's another 9 damage.
Okay, got it.
And Nesbitt is just How far away are the children from me?
They are moving very quickly. They're moving at like a 60-foot clip. So they would be from Nesbitt. What does your speed become with Zephyr Strike?
Well, I mean, it's only once that I get to move 60 feet.
Oh, okay.
So, but like, I'm just trying to gauge how far away they are.
They are
Right
about 100 feet away from you.
Okay, so they won't reach me in the next turn. Is my point.
No, but if they dash, they could reach you.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm gonna move back 30 feet, but yeah.
Great. Okay, then they would. All right. Roger. Or, well, actually, they still would. That's okay. No, they wouldn't. I lied. Okay. Next up are the babies, who do rush forward. They are not going to catch Zaza because you are fucking just a little slower than the babies, actually. But they do catch up to Beatrice. And they start to overtake her
Beatrice
back
didn't...
legs.
Oh,
Beatrice would have dashed because she's not holding Curly. That's right. She was not going to dash if she had Curly on her back. She did dash. So they're gaining very much on Beatrice, and it looks like Beatrice is gonna get caught.
okay.
All
good.
Beatrice is moving, but she is, like, you see them swarming up like a big cresting wave ready to just consume this riding ant. The mantis...
Caught in the moonbeam as they rush forward.
They are. A great deal of them are continuously, like getting evaporated in this moonbeam as they go. They can't even make a save. They have no health. So as soon as they pass into this thing, they're just like So you've slowed and taken like a damage portion of this swarm away. Let me roll something for the mantis here. That's a failure. It takes a dash action.
Okay.
It moves 80 feet. And it is going to also, looks like it's catching up to Beatrice. Though slightly looming within the wave of babies at its feet. Next up is Zaza. Still another dash action, Zaza?
Yeah, how far is this boat?
In a moment, we're gonna resolve that. Another dash action. Kanno, what do you do?
Oh boy, I'll move the moonbeam to like take out more.
Got it. As an action, you're gonna move the moonbeam, take another big cut of this thing away. I'm gonna make a dex. Oh, I just botched a dex save for the swarm. You fully get there's like a point forming out of the swarm of like an attack mantis formation, but they're like diving into the body of Beatrice to consume her from inside out, and you just put a moonbeam right in front of it, and it just vaporizes like 30% of the swarm.
Yeah.
Another massive save.
I haven't used moonbeam in so long. It feels so good.
Yeah, there is yet another big whoom of energy as they just are evaporating. Next up is Curly. He takes his short bow, tries to string it as Zaza's running. He'll make it at disadvantage. He rolls an 8. There is just a little bow that gets fired off and misses completely.
Hey, he tried.
He did try.
Good job, Curly. Good
Thanks, I'm really scared.
Next up is Nesbitt.
Okay, so I am going to look at this swarm that is converging on Beatrice. How close are they to Beatrice? Like,
Now it looks like Beatrice is maybe gonna get away.
okay.
The person in danger now is Kanno. Because moving Moonbeam means she did not take a dash action. So she has started to lag behind. She is now the person who is
Okay,
furthest
understood.
in danger.
But I saved that goddamn ant.
Yeah, I will just take a moment and pray. Say, motherly winds, guide us. And my eyes will go over Bug, and all of the swarming animals, all of the swarming ants will start like flying off of me and start flapping their little wings as I cast Wind Wall.
Ooh, what a crazy spell from Nesbitt. What does Wind Wall do?
Wind Wall is a wall of strong wind rises from the ground at a point you can see within range. You make the wall up to 50 feet long and 15 feet high and 1 foot thick. I can shape it in any way around the along the ground. When the wall appears, each creature within its area. So I'm just gonna like make a line between us and them, as close to them as possible.
Of swirling ants.
And each creature makes a strength save or takes some damage. Smaller flying creatures or objects like can't pass through the wall at all.
Okay, so the swarm is completely blocked by this.
They also would take damage if they fail a strength save.
And they would, yeah, so what you guys see is a spear of these tiny little praying mantis, just fresh hatched babies, spear towards an ant, get vaporized by a sudden blast of moonlight, and then as they all start to reroute, just barely like starting to gather themselves and get around, 50 feet of ants suddenly fly forward in a wall and just start eating the mantises as they are getting up there. You guys just see like mantises are just ripped apart by these magic, manipulated, smart ants that are connected to Nesbitt. The swarm is neutralized in seconds. Almost every baby is consumed. A few babies fly away, escape, never to be seen again, and they are completely disbanded. The mantis roars in agony at seeing her swarm dispersed.
I will then bonus action, become invisible, and move.
Insane. Nesbitt disappears for a moment and continues to move forward. Next up is the Mantis, which comes up on the ant barrier. 12 to beat the strength save.
Oh yeah, that's a failure. Okay, so it's gonna take a little bit of bludgeoning damage.
And does it? Can it make it through or no?
I believe it can. It's smaller flying creatures.
Got it.
Yeah.
So it'll take this damage as it blasts through this like ant barrier.
17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Nice, very nice. Okay, this thing still doesn't look super injured. It bursts through the wall of ants, and then it is going to make an athletics check as it leaps off the ground with strong legs, sailing through the air towards Kanno. Kanno, you can make an athletics check, or you can make an acrobatics check to avoid the grapple coming your way.
Hey, yes.
You have to beat a botch. Never mind.
Oh, yes!
Fuck yeah.
I'm not even gonna roll.
Okay, it's just a 23.
Oh.
So it is just a miss. This mantis just comes way short of you, but now you've seen that this thing can reach you, and it probably hasn't even jumped as high as it can yet. A big slam into the earth as it comes back down, and continues to chase you. Its eyes now firmly up into the sky after Kanno. Beatrice is moving 80 feet away. Next up is Zaza. Are you still moving?
Yes.
I want you to make 2 checks for me. Make an athletics check.
Okay. Right now. Okay.
Yep.
Oh no! I botched. I'm using my last luck point.
Last luck point.
I have to. Okay. 13.
13. Now make a Constitution save, and this is going to.
Constitution save.
This needs. To
I
be
have
high.
advantage. I have advantage. Okay, 11. Wait, and then the next. Oh shoot. Oh, 11.
Holding Curly and not being able to run correctly, and the sudden hills and rough terrain, you get gassed. You take 1 point of exhaustion.
What does that mean?
As you are sprinting away, the terrain of this just means that you are going to. I think the first point of exhaustion is
it's skill checks at disadvantage. I'm
disadvantage on skill checks. So
We'll remind
athletics
you.
and stuff like that are going to be at disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay. Moving on to Kanno.
But how far am I from the boat? Can I see it?
You cannot see it. I mean, you can see the river way far in the distance. Maybe you can see it far away, but it's like not close. You're like 20 minutes at a full sprint if you were really moving.
How did we get that far away? Okay. Yeah.
How far away is the Mantis from me?
From you, about 60 feet away.
Okay. 60 feet? Ah, shoot. I had a thing I wanted to do, but I think it would only be beneficial for this one. It's not what I want. It's not what I want. Okay, great.
You have 20 seconds.
Okay. I am going to... I'll just move the moonbeam to right on top of it and continue moving.
Okay, the moonbeam gets moved on top of the creature. I'm going to make a dex save at the beginning of its turn.
Okay.
Now it is Curly.
And I'm flying like as close to the tree line as possible. Like I'm not up and open like I really want to be.
Got it. Curly will make an attack at disadvantage. He will miss. Arrow right into the dirt. Come on, Zaza, run! Next up is Nesbitt.
Okay. So I think I become visible again? I forget. I think I do, yeah. I guess I will just, keep moving, and I will bonus action. I will Hunter's Mark
Got it.
And now I will take 2 shots at it. But I will do sharpshooter.
Go ahead.
Okay, that's a nat 20.
Wow.
With sharpshooter. Oh no.
That's a nat 20, and that is an 18.
18 meets.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Okay. Okay, yeah, let's do Gathered Swarm.
Got it. Is that a strength save or damage?
No, I'm just doing damage now since I'm
Okay.
nat 20 on that one. And Gathered Swarm is now a D8. So 4d8. I'm rolling for this one attack. Yeah. Woo. Woo. That's 27.
27.
No, I didn't even add the plus 10. So that's 37 plus 4. That's 41. 41 points of damage
Oh
on
my
that.
god. When the bolt hits. Reels back, you see the knife-like pincers of this thing, like the big slashing arms of this mantis, like as if it's just so freaked out by how hard that one bolt hit, and then the bugs that began to eat away at its exoskeleton as soon as the bolt hit. Next up is the mantis.
My second attack was max damage 8 plus 14, so that's a 22 points of damage.
22 more damage?
Yeah, because that's my second attack. The first one was for.
And it was a nat 20.
It was a nat 20. This
Okay.
is the other one.
Nesbitt, the creature, upon that second hit, after it starts screaming and reeling back, and then the second bolt comes and hits it, it takes the momentum that the bolt sends it, turns around, and flees.
Okay.
And it takes a full dash action as a reaction to get away. And all of you take a moment to breathe.
And it got damage from the moonbeam. I don't know how much it did.
I'm gonna roll a dex save. It failed. Roll the damage for Moonbeam.
Oh, yay. It's beauty.
And if it avoided the wind wall, I don't know, but like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably. It probably did.
No, it would have crashed right back through the wind wall.
Okay, so
To get
strength
the fuck
save, I
away
guess,
from
as
it.
well.
It was an 11.
Wow.
Clumsily tries to break through the wall of ants, takes so much damage, is blinded by moonlight.
Wow.
19 damage from the moonbeam.
And,
Jeez.
and that is gonna
And I rolled
be
a 9 and a 10.
that is gonna be 17 damage from the wind wall.
Oh my god!
Should we just kill it?
You fuck this thing up on its way out, and it looks deeply injured, and it runs.
How far away is
Over
it
the hill.
when it comes to my turn?
80 feet away from it being 60 feet. So it is about 140 feet away with a wind wall in between you and it.
What about how far is it away from?
Yeah, that's true. The wind wall. The wind wall does stop. Well, I can always drop the wind wall.
Yep. It already crashed
How far
through.
is it away from? How far is it away from me?
It is. Here's my question to you all: are you pursuing it?
I'm not moving towards it anymore, but I will probably still shoot at it.
I have a
Okay.
thing that can slow it way the fuck down.
So I'm hearing
Because
we're
I can.
pursuing it.
Well, I'm not.
We're definitely not letting this thing just run off, right? We're gonna.
We killed its babies. We can kill it.
Yeah.
Has anyone taken any damage?
No.
We are level 11, and it's a giant monster that is now past bloodied, right?
It is bloodied.
I just didn't want Curly to die.
No, it's fair. I
Curly's
think-
fine.
like I said,
Okay.
I don't have to move forward to still shoot this thing, so that's why I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay. So Nesbitt the Mantis
Well, it would
used
be.
its turn to take a dash action away.
Mhm.
Now it's Zaza's turn. Zaza, if you wish to return to the boat with Curly, you automatically succeed.
But then can I run again towards it?
Curly actually puts a hand on your shoulder.
You go. I'm useless. I'm going back.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna let Curly go.
I
And
got
I'm
my
gonna-
short bow. I got practice. Good luck.
You did good. And then she runs towards the thing.
Zaza just rips down the hill 110 feet, taking a dash action
Unreal.
forward.
That speed is so crazy.
Yeah, Nesbitt, you just feel like a woof as like a huge Zaza rips past you shoulder to shoulder. Kanno, you see Zaza like the Flash, just like bending wheat as she takes off after it. Next up is Kanno.
Kanno's
Oh no,
eyes-
yeah, Kanno. It is Kanno.
So Kanno's eyes glow green as she spreads her hands out and casts plant growth in a 100-foot radius circling the mantis, the only path of which that is clear is leading back towards them. So what
Okay.
that does is it has to expend 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot.
Is there a save associated with that?
No, like the plants
It's
grow.
just difficult
Plants
terrain
grow.
now.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's quadruple, it's double
Yeah.
difficult terrain.
I can read it to you if you want. If you cast the spell using one action, choose a point within range. All normal plants in a 100-foot radius centered on that point become thick and overgrown. A creature moving through that area must spend 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot it moves. You can exclude 1 or more areas of any size within the spell's area from being affected.
Okay. If there's no save associated, so the mantis just starts getting caught up in vines as it thinks it's getting away, like you were hiding a net under the grass the whole time. This mantis realizes very quickly it has fucked with the apex predator of this environment. Next up
And I move closer.
is Nesbitt.
Okay, I will just drop
The
concentration
roles
on
of
the wind
prey
wall.
and predator have completely reversed.
I will drop concentration on the wind wall,
It disappears.
and then now that the wind is gone, have a clear target towards my quarry.
Okay.
And
yeah,
I will,
fully clear.
And I guess I will bonus action because just dropping concentration is just whatever. Because I'll just bonus action Zephyr Strike. That's what dropped concentration. And I will sharpshooter. So advantage on this first one. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. That's a hit.
And the second attack is that's an 8. So that'll miss.
8 is a miss.
I'll Gathered Swarm, add the damage, plus Hunter's Mark. Got to do that last time. Oh! Oh, shit!
Did you net 20 again?
No, that was just damage, but I rolled very high.
Okay.
That was 2 8s on both of the d8s. Okay, so that's straight up. That is just 16 plus 2 is 18 plus 10 from sharpshooter. 28 plus 4 is 32 points of damage.
Jesus
dead.
Christ.
Is dead.
It is
And
not dead.
Really?
and that will be my turn.
Next up is...
Actually, George, sorry, I forgot. I'll do the D8 from Zephyr Strike as well.
Okay.
just to add more. Okay, so add 6 more onto that.
Oh my god. Okay. The mantis... Yeah, is so caught up in the plant overgrowth. So it will have to... It takes the dodge action.
Ooh.
It's not in
Huh.
range of any of you, so it just shores up its defenses and kind of starts to just make defensive moves. That's the mantis's turn. It's Zaza's turn. Zaza, in one dash action, you will be at the mantis.
Okay, I want that.
Zaza reaches the mantis, is not able to use her attack yet. Now it is Kanno's turn.
Kanno looks right, is going to continue to move forward at this man. How far am I away from it now?
If you move towards it another 40 feet, you'd be about 40 feet away.
Okay.
So you're 80 feet away. You can be 40 feet.
So Kanno moving towards it opens her beak and a loud echoing honk emits from it. Cast Compelled Duel as a bonus action.
What's the save?
It is a wisdom save, and I use my charisma thingy, so I believe
Nat 2.
Dope.
Failure. The mantis realizes if it kills Kanno, it will be free.
Yes. So that's a bonus action, which is dope. And then I will use my action.
That is the race ability for Goose.
Yes.
Yep.
Could I reach it from 40 feet with my great axe if I throw it?
Yeah. It's a 60-foot throne, right?
I don't know.
It's gonna be a disadvantage regardless. So.
Yeah, disadvantage.
Oh, it is when it's that far away?
Well, because it's dodging.
It's a
Oh,
dodging.
that's
It's
right.
the dodge action.
Okay, well in that case, I will go ahead and cast Bless on myself, Natasha, Zaza, and...
Yeah.
Ready to?
Compelled Duel is a race ability and not a spell. So, yeah, you're good on that.
Bless, y'all. Okay, great.
All right. Bless is cast. You guys get the extra D4. Next up is Nesbitt. I know what's about to happen.
I mean, I'll shoot it, I think.
Go ahead at disadvantage.
Is that what you thought I was going to do?
Yep.
Nesbitt's gonna do his thing.
Okay, I'm gonna... I'll cast Zephyr Strike again to give myself advantage, so I'll just straight roll one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, that will miss.
Okay.
And I'll roll my next attack, because I was a nat
Cling.
2.
One of the crossbow bolts is knocked to the side.
Okay,
You want
disadvantage.
the D4?
Oh, no, it was a nat 2. But thank you for reminding me about the D4. I rolled a nat 2, so no.
Okay.
I will still sharpshooter this, because I want to go big or go home.
Not even the mother can save you.
So that is... Okay, well, that's a... plus the D4. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is a hit.
Okay. And I will... D8 for the normal attack, Gathered Swarm D8, Zephyr Strike D8, Hunter's Mark D6.
This could be it.
Plus 10. Okay, those are some reasonable rolls, finally. That's,
Yeah, because you really haven't been doing much.
No,
Or-
I meant for George's sake. That's a reasonable roll. 8, 11, plus 4, so 25 points of damage. Was it 25 exactly?
That
Yeah.
doesn't look like a 25, but that's a 25. Describe it.
Yay.
Nesbitt had a moment where he thought, no, I have to protect my people, I have to protect my colony. But then he sees just like what Kanno's able to do and what Zaza's able to do, and he just remembers that it's good to not hunt alone. And then just one misses because he's aiming away from Zaza, and then he just kind of leans and right through the eyes.
Not even a cry escapes this creature's lips. Zaza leaps through the air, land right on the mantis as it falls. And Zaza, what do you do on top of this mantis as you land atop its dead body?
Oh, sorry. You're a little what is
Am I
it
a
called?
little delayed?
Delayed for me.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Oh, no.
So I hop on top of that thing. Of course, I want to taste it. Can I taste it?
Make a constitution
Of course, I.
Okay, let's see.
Now, does she get the paladin bonus?
Do I?
I don't know.
No. You're not
Okay,
within 10 feet.
And then at 26.
It's
You don't
delicious. A fresh
Oh!
kill, untainted meat, and you taste victory. And then you hear a voice.
Salt my tail spout. That was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
And we're gonna take a short break.
What?
We'll be back in 6 or 7 minutes.
my
And
God.
don't go anywhere, everybody.
Oh my god.
I set upon the ship at dawn. I wouldn't dare be late. Abilities were checked to see if
Vibes are crazy. We're back.
We are back. Standing. First of all, hi everybody. Welcome back from break. Standing in the middle of the field. Zaza, let's paint the picture. In this early morning dawn, again, don't get confused by the jungle sounds with just crickets in the background, because there are no wild birds in Emporia, obviously. It's all bugs all day, all the time. So this is early dawn. It is overcast. It is much colder than it normally is this time of year in general. Very rarely does snow ever make an appearance anywhere. And if it does, it's usually in the highest peaks of the Red Spine or the northernmost tips in the Crest Cliffs. But this feels like autumn, like a brisk autumn today. Overcast sky, not much sun, so the shady, shadowy figure standing a little off to the side of the scene I'm about to describe is sort of hard to make out. Zaza is kneeling atop the defeated mantis that is wrapped in vines, peppered with crossbow bolts, and she's just ripping a piece of the meat out of a hollowed hunk of exoskeleton. Curly is long gone, having started waddling like a little Ewok through the grass back to the ship. And Beatrice has stayed behind with you, sensing that it is smarter to be with the creatures that are capable for its own preservation. This person, everybody make a quick perception check. It's very dim outside.
12.
12?
Come on, Dylan, roll a 12.
No, I rolled a 14.
14?
Sorry again.
It looks like a guy in leather armor. He's got a longbow on his back. It is a canine. A very droopy-faced, brown-furred hound. And has a longbow, bunch of arrows and a quiver, a couple of small, very meaty-looking beetles hanging off his loop, like a little belt loop, as if it's like he's caught in snares. And he's just like open-mouthed staring at, especially just like the mantis itself. I can't believe I finally saw one in the flesh.
Is there something special about this mantis?
With this
And
here,
she's like chewing on it.
you just encountered a mantis rex and disposed of it quite quickly, I see.
Do you want some?
Are you offering some of your kill to me?
Yeah, some, just a little bit.
He is in awe, steps forward, and tentatively holds out his hand.
Okay. Zaza drops a chunk of it into his hand.
He takes a bite. There's so much water in the meat, just like they said. It's like a drink and a meal all in one.
I actually did forget, and I'm mad about it.
This is amazing. I'm forever in your debt for letting me taste such a thing. I'll tell my kids when I go home I had a bite of a mantis rex. They'll never believe me.
Ah.
Sorry, my name's Derby Carter. Pleasure to meet you.
Can I roll an insight check on this Derby?
Absolutely.
And I was a little far away, so I'm probably coming up right as this is happening.
Yeah.
I would also like to do insight, please.
Go ahead.
12.
12?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I botched it.
Oh my god.
What the fuck is this guy doing out here? Is what crosses both of your minds.
Where is he? Okay.
Damn.
Even though we see the little things on his like little belt, he's hunting.
I don't know. Something weird going on. Potentially.
I'm gonna
You're
walk
not
up
sure.
and just. Oh, are you a fellow hunter?
Oh, are you a hunter too? Derby Carter.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
Oh no. Yeah, no,
We can't figure
Seven, we can't figure this out.
He
Seven.
is not to be trusted, gang. All I can tell
No,
you. I'm
but
not
I
saying,
gave him.
and I'm not saying that means he's trustworthy. I'm just saying you cannot get a read on this guy.
Interesting.
Man of mystery.
How did you... Where were you hiding this time?
Ooh.
Well, I wasn't hiding so much as I've been tracking what I was hoping was a Mantis Rex for some time. I would never have engaged it, of course, but it seems you folks did, and judging by the blasts of magic, I'd say you were probably hunting this thing before I was.
What do you mean you were tracking it, but not gonna hunt it? You just wanted to see it?
Right.
Is it bad that we killed it?
Well, I mean, are you gonna harvest it for meat and use it for parts? And, honor the animal?
Yeah, absolutely. We were
Then
hunting.
why would it be bad? It's a circle of life.
Derby, I'm gonna play it straight. What's your deal?
He thinks for a moment and he goes, oh, well, it's funny. Not a lot of people ask. I'm a hunter by trade. I live, I would say, probably 45 miles from here at the base of the Red Spine. My family and I mostly keep to ourselves. So I tend to leave on big trips to try to bring back as much meat as I can from season to season because I like being home. I like hanging with my family.
Family's important.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question.
It doesn't mean that I can't enjoy my quiet moments out here and see a little bit of wildlife that I never thought I'd ever encounter before. I just saw the big empty spots where something had been laying down and thought, well, it's gonna be something big. It'll be a good story to tell.
So you just introduced the Ted Lasso of Emporia to us, basically. Okay.
Can I roll a check on that last sentence?
You want to roll an insight check on what part of the sentence?
The last sentence where he's like, I just wanted to see something big.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, that's weird.
I'm getting Ted
Go
Lasso.
ahead and roll that insight check.
Super. 17?
You see, a genuine excitement as he says that. He has got his food for the night, and he maybe was just, excited to see something he could tell his kids about. He definitely does not appear equipped to have handled this unless he is hiding some deeply powerful magic.
That's what I was gonna just ask Nesbitt. It's just going to eye him. I understand the thrill of seeing creatures in their habitat, but if you knew more about this than us and knew what it was, what was your plan if things went wrong?
Run. As fast as I could, probably.
Derby, have you seen an ostrich?
Interesting. I'm gonna roll something.
Good question.
Really good question. Really good question.
Ostrich. No, I don't think so.
Or would you tell us?
Like an ostrich fella? Like, how recently? I've met a couple ostriches.
A frustrated ostrich fellow who...
Mike? Are you talking about Mike the ostrich?
Is he frustrated?
Not Mike.
Not Mike.
No.
Why?
not-
Who's Mike?
Because Mike was awful frustrated. Had a job at the lumber mill he did not have a taste for.
Kanno, we never learned of the ostrich's name. Was it Mike?
It was not Mike.
Okay.
And also, this ostrich could, I don't believe his common was very good, or whatever that. Mammalian was very
Mike was quite fluent in mammalian. Never had a problem talking to him. So not Mike. Gizmo? Gizmo the ostrich?
Does he speak only avian?
No, Scalic.
What?
So this fella didn't speak. Oh, this fella spoke avian, not Gizmo.
Gizmo's an ostrich that spoke Scalic?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Raised
You
in
wanna-
Elderwood, had adopted parents.
Do you want to walk and talk? We're trying to bring this slate back to our boat.
No, we're
sure.
trying to bring this meat
You
back.
going? Are you going Riverside?
What'd you say?
You're going Riverside. Are you folks in the river? You fording?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Well, I've just picked up a couple of orb beetles. I could maybe sell them off. I'll be happy to come with you.
Or, like, sell them to us?
Say, how are you planning on taking care of this? He points at the mantis.
I don't know.
Zaza just takes out her maul and is like, "This is not good for carving up meat, right?"
Oh no, I wouldn't use that. You'll crush the whole plate.
Yeah.
Mantis plate is very rare. You probably want to harvest it. In fact, you could make something quite fancy out of that, I would reckon.
Oh.
Yeah. We've been thinking about using the light as
You know, you look at him, and he looks at all of you like he's got like something he really wants to tell you. And then he decides, you know, I get a good vibe from you folks. I feel like I could just trust you.
Oh.
So about 2 miles yonder, there's a very large tree with purple bark, and within the tree, just sort of at the base, is like a liminal hole that I can see stars into, like it's another plane of existence. And I've been throwing things I've been finding into that hole, and something's throwing other stuff back out. And I just feel like that might be of interest to you.
Zaza just shakes his hand.
Oh, hey, what's your name?
Zaza.
That's a great name. And you?
I'm Nancy.
Right. And you?
Olivier.
Olivier. Nancy. Zaza. All right. Yeah, I mean, if it's not of interest to you, I'll be honest. I thought I was hallucinating the first time I saw it, and then I wasn't the 5th or 6th time.
Is the same stuff you throw in the same stuff that comes back, or you never
No,
see?
completely different. 100% different.
Is
But,
it
like,
better?
related in some way. Better. Hard to say. More volatile, and that can sometimes be good or bad.
Huh. Like, what have you thrown in and what have you gotten?
Let's see. I threw in an acorn the first time, and then what came back out was 1,000 bees. That was bad. The second time, I threw in just like the top of a flower, threw it off, and it disappeared into a ball of fire. And what came out of the fire then was a little flock of doves, and that was very nice. It was a good sight. And then the third time, I had the idea to drop one of my orb beetles inside. I threw it in, and wouldn't you know it, this came out. And he pulls out his pocket a very it's a bottle of some kind with a round bottom and a little stopper in the cork, and it is made from some culture that does not exist in Emporia. Everybody make a religion check.
Aliens. Aliens. Oh, shoot. 4.
16.
8. For being a paladin, I really am not.
Nesbitt.
Yeah.
This thing looks like it has the same coloration that Zygo's pet shoe had. His familiar when it took the form of that little mushroom. This is Fey. Or fungal.
And was that tied to the druid stuff or the warlock stuff? Like, was that the sister?
The warlock stuff. But that was not the true form of his familiar. The true form of his familiar was the constellation butterfly, and he was causing it to imitate something Fey.
Huh. Well, maybe it's Like a barter system. Maybe you're trading.
Oh, that makes sense. If there's somebody on the other end. I mean, I guess somebody would have to. It really does feel like somebody threw this out.
Huh.
Maybe you could take the whole mantis to the hole.
A whole mantis?
Well, we need the meat for food. That was why we.
That's all right. The meat's not so valuable. I can help you strip the creature if you like.
Yeah.
All
It
right.
might take a few hours. This is a hell of a beast, but I'd be happy to help you.
Let's do it.
All right.
We'll need to do it anyway.
So we
Should
got a lot of work. Have you folks have a lot of experience stripping beasts
Yes.
for meat and all that?
Yes, I do.
Perfect. Let's get started, you and me. We'll take
Alright.
the lead. You guys take about 2 hours just ripping exoskeleton off of meat, separating it. The meat is, the texture is such that you can kind of roll it up like a sleeping bag and, like, you, strap all these, like, nice, like, lobstery sections of meat out and strap it to Beatrice, who, takes the weight, is moving a lot slower now, but doesn't appear burdened. After you've got all that, you start organizing all of these like really nice cutaway pieces of shell. Some of the wing is laid out like a glossy leather that you can translucently see through. And then those massive bladed pincers that make up its 2 big front legs that you guys never luckily saw in action. Would have been devastating, it looks like, up close. Razor sharp. All right, I think that'll do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep.
Okay.
Well, how do we get this over there? We could bind it up real good and we can drag it.
George, can I? So this is abnormally large, right? This mantis.
Yes.
Like this is a rare, like weird thing.
Mm-hmm.
I remember back when we were fighting the moths, they were also like starting, like they were like abnormally large.
Mm-hmm.
And what kind of check would that be? To like,
What kind of check would you want to make?
I don't know, dude. Like I'm just reminded of the like how whoa, this is abnormally large, and the moths were like, what's going on?
Let's make a nature check.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah.
Can I also do a nature check with her?
Well,
You can make a nature check at advantage, Kanno,
okay.
but you gotta make it.
Okay.
That's Zaza helping you.
19. Wow. Okay.
Yay!
I have been waiting for somebody to ask me this for 30 sessions.
What?
Now that you think about it, Kanno, there are a lot of creatures turning up that are way bigger than they should be. You think of the moths. You think of the acid roach in the bottom of the cavern. That massive mother acid roach.
Right.
I didn't see that right now.
You did
No,
not see
that
that.
was great.
Yes, you were not there. The moths. Massive moths. Should be the size of bears, were the size of school buses.
Right. What
You
about
remember
the man
the
of war?
massive starfish in the cavern that chased after you as it slid out of the wall.
Do I don't remember.
You think of the hybrid crab cockroach creatures that were massive, exploding out of the ground, slamming Dizzy's mansions to bits like hulking monstrosities. Though that feels a little different
Right.
in that the species were blended. Perhaps that's unrelated.
The man of war too. Is that or are
The
those?
Mana War. Normally, you don't know this for a fact, but you start to guess that maybe Mana War used to be smaller and maybe imitated rowboats or a schooner at largest. But these Mana War are manifesting galleon-sized illusions. How is that not widely known? How are those new? Something's going on, you realize. You're not sure what, You're not sure who to talk to. But when you think of this, roll a quick insight check for me. Everybody roll an insight check as Kanno explicates that info.
What he said.
10.
25.
Yes.
Yeah, but it was a 15. 25.
Kanno, you rolled a 25 on nature?
Insight.
On insight?
There's no possible way I can get a 25.
Right.
Oh my god.
Here are a couple pieces of information.
Is he hermit?
Sometimes, when it rains, and Kanno, you used to think of this as your depression, your drinking getting the best of you. It was when you were at your drunkest that you really noticed this. Sometimes the rain appeared dark.
Everywhere?
Sometimes when you were outside, I'll you know what? Let's bring Kanno back to a specific night. 1 second, gang. Bear with me. Just gonna set the scene here a little bit. Here we go.
So happy I asked again.
Kanno, you're blackout drunk. Or you were, because now you're starting to remember something. This is coming back to you. You have an empty wine jug at your feet. You are at one of the lowest points of your whole life very shortly after Omar is discovered to be dead. And there's an old woman walking through the rain. And her whole face is hooded, and she's walking with a cane. And she stops in front of you, not looking at you, looking forward still. And a voice comes out from the hood. Lovely weather we're having.
I know it's not, but it reminded me of Ezra.
Hooded figure.
Yeah. And with a cane, Ezra doesn't need a cane unless it's... Can I roll? I mean, can I roll to see if that's Ezra?
Roll a perception check with disadvantage and take 5 away.
Oh, okay. Perception, yes, I do. 2 nat 20s, come on. 5.
5. It's really rainy. The hood is over. You can't even really tell what kind of animal this person is. But that voice is... It's a woman. But that's all you can tell.
It's raining.
The hood picks up a little bit as whoever this person is lets rain hit their cheeks. Have you seen it lately?
The rain?
It's darker.
Like, it's almost like it's thick. I don't know, it's rain. Weird.
And a gloved hand comes out.
It's
White,
nice glove.
a piercing white glove. And you see that the water that collects in the woman's hand is black.
You get dirty, you should wash your gloves. It shouldn't be. Nice.
You hear like a And then she walks past you, touching your jug with her cane. Boom! And you go to touch the jug defensively, and it's full.
I thought I finished it. There's more wine. Do you want some wine?
And this memory fades.
What?
Kanno, the answer lies in this rain.
Where was I in that memory, geographically? Probably
Greywater Harbor.
Yeah. Okay. I put my popcorn down. I need to think. Okay. What was his name? Denby? Derby?
Derby.
Derby. I would have gotten there. Derby. How often does it rain here?
I have no idea. I don't keep track.
Don't you live here, Derby?
No, I live 45 miles towards the Red Spine, at the base of the Red Spine. I just take long hunting trips because I like to spend as much time as possible with my family at the homestead, and I don't like to leave so
So
many
at
times.
your home where you reside, how often does it rain a lot over there?
Not so much. Sort of dry. It's all clay. You know, we try to pick a drier area so that the mudslides don't kill us all.
Right.
It is clay after all.
Have you, I'm assuming you've been out here when it's rained though. Have you noticed anything different?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. She's gonna
Rain is
eye
rain.
Nesbitt with like a, I want to talk to you about something later. Look. Okay, just
Derby,
go ahead.
can you take us to this?
The magic hole?
Yes.
Well,
Yeah,
first we
sure.
gotta,
Come on.
should we get the meat back first?
Why don't you send your creature off with it?
Beatrice? Go take it back.
It
And
doesn't know
then-
how to get back.
She shows her the stick. The stick is pointing wherever the direction is.
Make an animal handling check to really quick train this ant to understand how to use this GPS rod.
She's a smart squirrel. Oh, damn it. 10?
All
I
right.
also don't know if like this would be beneficial, but I could like go back with Beatrice and then fly back to you guys. I always know which way is north because I'm a goose, but
Okay. What happened with Beatrice? Did she learn?
No.
Oh, okay.
She
Yeah,
tries
do you
to eat
want
the stick?
Oh, no! Come on! Okay, do you want to fly?
yeah, I could follow Beatrice, I think, because what's her speed? George, how fast is she?
40.
Oh, my flying speed is 40. Okay, that would be perfect. So if we were to both just
So, Kanno and Beatrix just start dash actioning away at a slight jog. Just
So right before that, I'm going to hunter's mark Beatrice,
Mhm.
just so I can track her
Cool.
easily if things get weird.
Smart. And they disappear. All right, let's get all this stuff to the hole.
I would have asked what direction they were going first before I took off.
He would
Just
have
like-
told you roughly that he'll. When you guys get up the hill, he's pointing to a tree that you only see like the silhouette of, but he's like, "That's the tree with the deep purple bark. Just go to that one. You'll see what I mean."
Sure. Yes.
Tie this off. All right. Let's go, y'all. Great to meet you, by the way. Olivier, Zaza. I'm just gonna remember, and Nancy, and Beatrice. Right. All right. Let's go. Ugh. And he begins to pull with you guys all of this like separated, still kind of wet plate off of the exoskeleton of the Mantis Rex. Now, as you approach, you guys start to feel a humming in the air. Just like a slight, like, as you approach this tree and it starts to become more clear, its shape becoming more apparent. Still hard to see this deep purple that he's talking about, but as soon as you guys like crest one more hilltop and it's like more clearly in front of you, it's more like a pale purple with reddish leaves on top, and right in the base of these many roots, like a framed well, is rippling water that's reflecting a night sky. But above you, it is morning and daytime, so that's impossible. But it does feel like it's water and that you're looking in a reflection of like a night sky. All right, there it is. Just put whatever you want in that hole there, and stuff comes out. Hey, do you think this would be dangerous? Like, maybe I shouldn't have told all of you? And maybe should be more careful with this information in the future?
Most likely, yes.
All right. I thought that after I told you, and thought, well, it's too late now.
Do you have, I think I have some, Zaza, does anyone have parchment?
Parchment.
Oh, I do.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna try to sketch the mantis. Here. And he hands you parchment. And a little charcoal.
I'm just going to slowly walk up to this pool. Can I get, like, I guess, either like a nature check or a Arcana check just to see, because this is something I've... Well, does this remind me of anything? Does this remind me of the Grove at all?
Which grove?
The Grove where I found the colony.
Ah. Make either an Arcana or religion check.
Okay. I'm pretty sure religion. Oh, that's cocked. 11. Oh, God.
What's happened?
No. I just went full screen
Oh.
again, and I'll get Hannah back. Sorry. I don't know why that's happened.
No worries. The answer is yeah. It does remind you of that.
Okay, we're back. So sorry, King. Yeah, no, I know.
Nesbitt, you're reminded of you in your younger years stumbling upon a grove and a watery pond that, even though there was just like overbrush and leaves above you, there was a starry night sky.
And, Nesbitt I'll just write on the parchment, hello, and I'll put the parchment in the pond.
Okay. It disappears into the pond. And then hundreds of purple, blue, and green spectral ants flood out of the hole and surround Nesbitt in a swirling of energy. And then all of the ants kind of rise out of your fur. You are picked up 5 feet off the ground as all of the ants react. You're then placed gently back down, and the ants disappear back into the pond. Nesbitt, roll an insight check. DC is 20.
Oh, I don't get it. It's 14.
Felt affectionate. Wow. So the mantis is now the second craziest thing I've seen today. That was nuts. that hole threw bees at me, and it hugged you with magic. So
Nesbitt is just going to just completely disregard his whole deal.
careful, I'll make you cookies till you like me. I'm Ted Lasso.
Nesbitt truly like just can't even think, and just quickly writes just one more thing, possibly if he has another parchment. Would you like anything? I'll put that in there.
Ooh, okay.
Sacrifice.
Yeah.
No, that's so
Nothing-
scary.
No,
That's
okay.
scary.
Nothing comes out, Nesbitt, but the water ripples.
She hungry. That's what that means.
She hungry.
Yeah, Zaza knows that. She hungry.
Zaza, do you want to should we put some of the mantis in there?
Yeah.
Am I back yet also? Or no?
We'll say right about now, Kanno has trusted that Beatrice knows the way to go and has circled around back and is approaching now.
As Beatrice was taking food to the ship, like right before she got on the ship, Kanno casts like purify food,
Nice.
so it's all fancy.
Very nice. Henry, when you
Great
get back
idea.
to the ship, is like, fantastic! This is perfect! Well done, all of you!
You're welcome. I did it all myself. Just kidding. Wah!
He calls out to you, where's Curly?
Oh god.
You're kidding.
What? Kanno's gonna come back. Curly didn't make it. We sent him here a while ago.
I've not seen him, no.
Okay, I'm gonna go try to find him then.
All right. Should I be concerned? Do you need help?
If you'd like to come with me, sure.
Tick-tock, man the sails, please, and stop that, really. Tick and Tock are trying to shimmy a mango from their feet to their head just by, like, rubbing their bodies weird. It's a new fun game that they've created.
Jesus.
Where they're just, like, trying to get the mango up to their mouth. They're like, what? They're, like, at their chest. We were so close! Ugh! And they, like, go to work and let the mango fall. And Henry says, if you wanted to let them go, you have my full support.
You know what? I'm not
Just
the
saying.
captain.
I don't want to see anyone fired. I'm not trying to ruin anyone's life, but like, fuck those guys. I mean,
Oh
assault
my
those guys.
god.
Kanno's like, I don't disagree.
All right, let's go find Curly. At least he's cute. And he cots on Beatrice, and you fly, and he starts looking after.
So back
Back at the well.
Yeah. So we're about to put it in.
The mantis stuff.
Yeah.
Wait, not all of it, right?
No, not all of it. I think we would just put. I mean, it would probably be
All
like
of it.
one thing at a time, right? Because it's just like
Yeah.
pieces of the.
Yeah. So you guys have like a massive like chest and back plate that you've salvaged that are nice clean pieces. You guys have the arm blades from this thing, and you also have like lots of like structural bone, like bone like from the claw that like the piece of exoskeleton that like the arm bar attaches to. So some of those probably should go in with everything. You get a feeling, Nesbitt. And then
How about we
the
do a
other
whole
things
arm?
that
I was thinking the same
are
thing.
like the
Zaza.
leathery wings. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's what. Tell me what you put in.
I think Natasha. I think we both said like one scythe arm,
Yeah.
one whole scythe arm
Yeah.
Okay, one scythe arm.
with like the bones.
Yeah.
With bones.
One second.
Lesser bones. Oh.
Spooky.
Here it is. Okay. You slide the arm in.
This is
It
nice music.
disappears. The most beautiful longsword you've ever seen ejects from the pond and lands at your feet, blade first, in the dirt.
Yay. Oh. Arcana check?
Yeah. Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Okay. Oh, a 10?
It looks magical.
Can Zaza pick it up?
Feels so good in your hand,
Ooh,
but it feels incomplete.
incomplete. Okay, we gotta put the other arm in.
Yeah, once Nesbitt sees this, like, I think, like, we're kind of like just start shepherding pieces to Zaza to throw. like,
The other blade makes its
Two.
way. 2 blades, and then as you hold them together, they
Oh,
lock together, and you just give it like a little twirl. This is a double-bladed, this is a Mantis Staff.
duh.
So the Mantis Staff is, the Mantis Staff, I'm going to send you the stats on the Mantis Staff, whoever wants it. It is a +1 magic weapon. It is 2-handed, or it is dual-wielded. So, this weapon is...
it's
oh,
its part, or is...
hold on, gang. Sorry. I just had a sound disconnect happen on my end.
Oh, okay.
It's still good for us. If
Yeah, we
that-
got you.
This music rocks.
Yeah, this music.
Check.
Music.
I'm back.
Ah.
Yeah,
What's going on? Oh, I know what's happening. Sorry. 1 second, guys.
that's awesome. So it's like a double-sided
is.
lightsaber.
Zuko sword.
It's a lightsaber that can then split into 2.
That's what it was. My headphones started connecting to my fucking phone by Bluetooth. My bad. It is going to be a double-bladed staff that is separatable. You may also use your dexterity, so it is a finesse weapon, both as a 2-bladed weapon and as a strength weapon. There are other properties to it as well that maybe an Arcana check or Identify spell would be necessary for. What else do you shepherd into this thing?
Does anyone have Identify?
I think
No.
Zygo does.
I think Zygo does.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
We just haven't needed it for a while.
let's put the armor in at the same time. No?
Yes. Nesbitt, though, just because he sees what's happening, just writes with the armor, like a note to go with the armor that says, Thank you, old friends," and just we just start
Oh,
dumping stuff.
yeah.
A perfectly made full suit of Mantis armor.
Whoa.
This is
Awesome.
Mantis plate.
That's awesome.
While it is a full suit of armor and grants benefits when it's worn as a complete suit, it is separatable into pieces. That would therefore act as just slightly smaller buffs that can be spread out.
And we put it all on Curly.
Oh my god. Oh
We'll see.
my god.
The wings remain.
What they gonna be?
All right. Oh wait, can I write something? Zaza wants to
Yeah,
write something.
Nesbitt will be like, I think that they're some of my old friends. So, here, you can say whatever you want.
Okay, so Zaza writes, "Hey, nice to meet you. This is so freaking awesome. Love you, Zaza."
Love you.
Thick, invisible cloth lands at your feet. You pick it up. Everybody make an Arcana check on it real quick.
It's just
I'm
us.
assuming not me.
7.
Arcana?
Mhm.
Said? Okay. Yeah, that's a 12.
This is a Cloak of Invisibility.
Whoa.
And it has another property if you'd like to put it on.
You want to test it, Nesbitt?
Sure. I'll just kind of wrap the cloak around me.
Nesbitt, make an Arcana check.
Again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's better. 15?
You focus. You feel the spirits pick up around you. The cloak that was obscuring you from sight, casting basically the spell invisibility on you while you're wearing it, gives way. The invisibility dissipates, and then the cape straightens out around you and becomes dragonfly wings and gives you a flight speed of 60 feet.
Oh my gosh. That is
God.
dope.
60 feet.
All of these are attunement as fuck, so you're just doing some minor experimenting. You don't get to
Yeah.
really test the full bounds of any of this right now. Derby is open-mouthed. I cannot emphasize enough. 1,000 bees flew out as if I had disturbed them. And they knew it was me. This is incredible. Talk about a story to tell the kids.
Oh. Cool.
And then his head rips off. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm the demon godfather. Yeah, no. None of that. He, in fact, fully opposite, has tears in his eyes. And you immediately tell how genuine this guy is. He says, I come from a place that sort of escaped a lot of that magical purge that happened a few decades ago, and I've heard a lot of bad things about magical folk, but I don't know how any of it could be true after seeing what I just seen today.
Oh. And Zaza gives him a hug.
Oh, thanks so much. Can't believe who thought I'd meet all these fine folk out on the Royal Plains. This is usually my alone time.
You have led me to a place that makes me feel at home. I do not know because you are a hunter like me, but in your world and home, does money still matter to you?
Not so much.
Me neither. Would you like some anyway?
No, that's all right.
What if I play you a song?
I would love that.
And she whips out her pan flute for the first time.
What?
Make a performance check.
Yes! Wait, and my mohawk is on, right?
The mohawk blasts out as
Oh my
you take the
God.
pamphlet. The mohawk blasts out.
Oh,
It up.
God, I forgot about that.
Wait, so what is the
Bad timing.
what is it again that I get when I have my mohawk on? It's like
I believe you just have advantage on performance checks.
advantage. Okay. Oh shoot, I'm gonna need that. Okay, 7. Oh yes, a dirty 20!
30-20. The pan flute starts a-rocking. Everybody starts bouncing around to it. After a hearty dance and flute by Zaza, you start to feel some of like...
Party dancing flute.
You start to feel like, wow, this is like something that my ancestors used to do. This is like an entertaining dance. I come from a line of tricksters and entertainers, and like, you just feel really connected to your family all of a sudden. You think like, this is my sister's contraption made from my clothing, playing a flute that I brought from home. I regularly talk to my grandma. You remember seeing the pan flute you're holding in her hut when you go into augury. And it's like this beautiful moment for you. Derby is brought to tears. He, again, is just, so wonderful to meet all of you. I don't think I'll be coming with you Riverside. I think it's time to head back home for me. But by all means, take all this. I don't have any need for it.
Thanks, Derby.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever need anything, let us know.
Oh, I will. I'll be in touch.
Okay. And be careful, there is an angry ostrich man.
I will be on the lookout.
Derby, if you are going to continue to hunt, which I see that you are an accomplished hunter, please remember that you have a family, and, these big creatures can kill. So, don't go looking for trouble.
Nesbitt, he leans down and gives you a hug.
Oh, okay.
And he looks at you with a lot of, like, emotion. Make a quick insight check for me.
Insight 17?
There's a little recognition in his eyes. Just a little. It's not like, this isn't like your mom. But,
Right.
you know, he just, like, looks at you like, almost like, yeah.
Yeah, we did it.
What? This guy loves us. What? Why did the ostrich hate us so much? There's no reason.
Still salty about that.
Anyway, have a safe journey, all of you.
Oh.
There's proud people everywhere because of you.
Oh, can I? I want to do something. I don't know.
Can I make, George, can I make a very specific insight check?
Yeah. You can make another check if you want to.
Well, okay. Is Derby a ghost? That's what Nesbitt's thinking.
You touch him and
Okay.
he's corporeal.
Okay, cool. Nesbitt full just goes,
Okay.
oh, no, sorry. No, oh, yeah, you hugged me. Sorry, I stopped thinking with my good brain for a second.
Happens to all of us.
Okay.
My ancestor.
Nesbitt kind of turns away, like, full embarrassed. Like, no. He's...
Wait, I wanna give him something. I
What
wanna
would you like
give
to do?
him one of the magic apples from the boat.
He takes it. For me?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you kindly. I hope it transports well.
And share it with your kids, too.
That's what I was implying.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I think I'm gonna sit here a while. I don't know when I'll be back out here, but pleasant journey to all of you. If I take a bite, I promise it'll only be one.
Okay.
You guys take your leave with all your
Well,
crazy ass items?
I mean, kind of, but we also were supposed to wait. Like, Kanno's supposed to show up here at some point.
Kanno
so-
is not showing up.
Well, that's not.
Can I do? Alright, should I do clairvoyance?
Throw clairvoyance up?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna throw clairvoyance and up above the tree so I can just see where everyone is.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see Cano?
You see her flying with Henry on Beatrice.
Henry
out
on
in the
the
distance.
Okay, cool. So then, oh, do I see any other freaking scary bugs?
Nope,
Okay, so can Nesbitt and I go back and get that slate
that
real
you can.
quick? Okay.
You guys walk away from the hill. Both of you make a quick perception check.
But I just did clairvoyance. Okay. Okay, 23.
Cool. Perception?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, 9.
Zaza, you turn around to say goodbye to Derby one more time and a wave to him, and he's gone.
What? What? What?
Cutting over to Hannah, to Cano and Henry.
I thought something like this might happen.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh man, nobody made an investigation check. Okay.
I said I wanted to do something. I just
You guys
didn't
did a
know
lot of
what.
insight rolling.
God dang it.
Okay. Cano, make a survival check.
Oh boy.
This is a deeply important roll.
Or what? We lose Curly, you'll be happy, right? Oh gosh, 13?
13. You and Henry search. I roll for Henry. It's only fair. Not much better. Henry and you come up short for an hour, and then you are
And
rejoined.
we're calling his
by-
name, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Curly's nowhere to be found.
Can I have Beatrice sniff the saddle that Curly was just in? Try to
Let me
track
see.
him.
Wait, George, I thought you
Beatrice
said when I
is not able to pick up the scent.
George, I thought when I did clairvoyance I saw them together. No?
You saw Henry and Cano together, not Curly.
Okay.
Henry stops Beatrice. You guys are actually pretty close to like River's Edge now. I don't know where he is. Nesbitt. Zaza, come here. We can't find Curly. Did you see him last?
And we have the slate, right?
You do have the massive slate that you guys have wrapped up in ropes and dragged with you. That's why
Okay.
it took a little more time to get back to the river.
He wasn't back at the boat?
No.
Never came back.
Nesbitt is going to... Can I try to track him at all?
Make a survival check.
Okay. 24.
With newfound confidence and all of this new crazy armor and magic strapped to Beatrice, or not Beatrice, strapped to your backs, just like lugging it. You lean down at Beatrice's feet, and you find one of Curly's shoes that got stuck in the stirrup when Zaza grabbed him and yanked him off. And you give that to Beatrice.
Oh, yes.
And she picks up a scent.
Yes. Love her.
I think she's found something.
Come on.
Do we go get him?
Yes.
Of course we do. What am I thinking? All right. Well, I think it might be best to wake Zygo and Joey. I'll come with you, of course. What is that armor there? That is magnificent plate armor.
It's armor. But
Well,
we have to
perhaps
go.
store that aboard the ship first. All right, let's gather everyone. And that is where we are going to end tonight's session. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. What a fun time with just this little squad. It was so fun getting to play with you guys just all up close and personal with all that good stuff. We slayed some monsters, we got some magic, we lost some friends, and we'll find them hopefully next week. Next Tuesday, come join us again, twitch.tv/hero_club, 6 p.m. PST, right here. Join us. Does anybody have anything fun they want to plug before we go?
I want to plug my show. That's
Yeah.
on November 8th.
November
It's on
8th.
a Monday. Yeah, and if you
Details.
live in LA or you know people that live in LA, go tell them to see it. It's me. It's my solo show. I'm being a tree. It's interactive. It's a game show. It's a philosophical discussion. It's a lot of things. It's going to be a lot of fun.
What should they look up on the internet to find it?
They should look up either my Instagram, because it's in the link in my bio, so Champagne Tashi, or you can go to the junior high website, and it's on their calendar, and it's called Tree a Clown Show.
Hell yeah, Tree a Clown Show. Anybody else?
No.
Natasha's
No.
show.
Go see Natasha's show and be here next week. All right, everybody. Everybody have a great night, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.